What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel for another reaction video. And in this video we're gonna react to Eminem's Stepdad, continuing the Eminem journey by Music to Be Murdered By. And Stepdad, man, I don't think it's gonna be a very nice song because I don't think he had a good relationship with his stepdad. Basing it on, I remember watching 8 Mile, and his stepdad and him always got in fights, so I'm thinking it's gonna be one of those crazy Slim Shady tracks. So let's say what this is about. Let's check it out.
Hey yo, what's the song about? My stepdad. See if this ever happened to you.
This is a random thing, but I just noticed here on the album cover there's like the Jason mask here. I don't know if you guys can see the cursor, but here on the Jason mask here next to the Slim Shady, and that's what Slim Shady was all about, wearing always the Jason mask or just being crazy and stuff. I just noticed that. I don't know, that was just a random point out, but anyways, let's get back to it.
Hey, my stepdad. One thing that sticks in my craw, when I was 6 and I saw my stepfather hitting my mom, socked her right in her eyeball. I'm starting to think I'm psychotic with all the pictures I draw of shit that
if I ever saw someone did that, and because I also was raised, like my mom and my dad split up when I was 2 years old. Yeah, I also had a couple stepdads, but they were all pretty cool. Maybe two of them that were like shady at the end. I mean, they never were violent, but if that ever happened and someone ever laid the hands on my mom, man, who knows what I would have done. It was just I
was 6 and I saw my stepfather hitting my mom, socked her right in her eyeball. I'm starting to think I'm psychotic with all the pictures I draw of shit that I've already witnessed. It's probably twisting my thoughts. All I can hear is drama with mom and him.
It's just crazy too. Sorry for pausing it a lot. Just hearing these first couple lyrics, man, it's just crazy to know like everything that Em just went through, man, just as a kid, not just as when he was a teenager and he got bullied, but also as a kid, such a broken home. I think this is a true story, right? Or maybe, I don't know if it's a true story or not, but like it's just crazy to witness that as a kid, always seeing like violence and screaming, and his mom was addicted to drugs, I think, and man, it's just crazy.
Already witnessed this, probably twisting my thoughts. All I can hear is drama with mom and him. I can always hear him arguing down the hallways. The walls are thin, so the noise is starting to feel like the norm. Our dog pissed on the carpet, he stomped it so hard doctors had to put it down. He killed my chihuahua, this motherfucker.
Seriously? He stomped on his dog just because he peed on the carpet? He's a dog. Would you expect him to stay? Dude, I don't know what I would have done.
Down, he killed my chihuahua, this motherfucker. Hey, my stepdad. So tonight I'm saying my stepdad. Outside I look like I'm calm, inside I'm a ticking time bomb. Cause of this motherfucker who sticks his dick in my mom. Last night he said I left the kitchen light on, but he walked in there this morning and purposely flipped it. I saw him. Hickory switched to my bottom. I counted 69 times. He swatted me with it. I cried.
Who remembers getting like hit with the belt, or I think he said the hickory stick? Like, who remembers those times, man? Like, we got disciplined like that. I think this was an abusive type of. It wasn't the same, you know. I used to get hit with the belt by my mom to discipline me, but not. But she was not abusive. It was just to discipline me when I didn't listen. Nowadays, man, you do that, it's considered abuse. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's times where it is abuse when you just keep hitting the kid like harder. Maybe like Em went through. That's abuse, yes. You know, when you're doing it like maliciously. But there's also, I don't know, I'm not saying to hit your kids or anything, but I think that's like, I think back to the old times, like when I was growing up too. I catch the probably the end of that right before it became seen as abuse now. But I used to get hit with a belt, and looking back now, I'm like, man, I'm thankful, because if I didn't, I would have probably been a rebel. I would have been like a nuisance, man. I would have been a rebel. I would have been just, without the discipline that my mom gave me, I wouldn't have been the man that I am today. You know, these kids nowadays, they don't even get disciplined. Discipline is very thin. It's like very not even talked about sometimes.
Hickory switched to my bottom. I counted 69 times. He swatted me.
69 times. Yeah, that's abuse. Straight.
He flipped it, I saw him. Hickory switched to my bottom. I counted 69 times. He swatted me with it. I cried. He just started hitting me harder. God, I wish I could just charm. If I could get my weight up, but I'm just a second grader. This prick is bigger than I am, but I've been reading at school about this shit called liquid cyanide. I'm fantasizing at night when he in at just the right time. Sneak up with a lethal injection and put them down like they did to my dog. I'm talking euthanasia, like kids in Taiwan. This fucking shit's like
He's talking euthanasia like kids in Taiwan. Euthanasia, that thing to make people go to sleep. But euthanasia like youth in Asia. So youth, like you're a youth, a kid in Asia. Euthanasia like kids in Taiwan. Taiwan is in Asia. Oh, bar. He gives you a story, but he still gives you a couple bars.
my dog. I'm talking euthanasia, like kids in Taiwan. This fucking shit's like Saigon. Neighbors call police on him. So many battery charges. This dude's like lithium ion. Then mom and him left.
So many battery charges. It's like lithium ion. Lithium ion are the batteries on our phones or anything that's rechargeable, basically. Because he has so many battery charges. You know, how many times do we charge our batteries, man? So many. Like lithium ion. That was the bar.
Police on him, so many battery charges. This dude's like lithium ion. Then mom and him let bygones just be bygones. So on eggshells I walk and just try not to piss this guy off. But this is why I hate my stepdad. So this year I'm going into the 5th and I'm tall. I'm 5'6" on my block. I'm the toughest kid, but I got way bigger fish to fry, which is why I'm trying to get this bitch to fly off the handle and wait for the fist to fly to put this guy in a pine box. He's always looking for chaos. Well, tonight I've cooked up a plan. So this Christmas I got some color books and some crayons. I'm laying on the floor in the living room with some friends coloring. He walks by and kicks my arm and goes oops and just laughs. I yell for mom, and as she's rushing to my defense, I stood up and said, fuck you punk, and I took off and ran to my bedroom as I fled, knowing shit would hit the fan. Slammed the door and hid behind it with an aluminum bag. He kicked it in, I swung it hard as I could at his head. His noodle went splat, he fell right at the foot of my bed. I'm a little bit scared, but my anger's overtook in the fear. I threw down.
Whoa! This took a real turn real quick. Let me go back.
I swung it hard as I could at his head. His noodle went splat, he fell right at the foot of my bed.
Is this a true story? It would be crazy if it's a true story. It's just a story type of song. But then I think some of it might be true because he did have a stepdad and he didn't have a good relationship with him. But him hitting him in the head with a bat, I'm not sure.
Hard as I could at his head, his noodle went splat. He fell right at the foot of my bed. I'm a little bit scared, but my anger's overtook in the fear. I threw down the bat and just started whooping his ass. Beat him with my bare hands. The big bad wolf ain't so bad. Ding dong, the pussy is dead. The bully finally gets his. Stomped him until he pissed enough to fill a 2-liter win. Then buried him next to my dog. And if I go to juvie for this, I'ma tell him.
That is so petty. Buried him next to the dog that, you remember the stepdad killed his dog because he peed on the carpet. Now he's killed him and put him right next to him just to remember what he did.
Then buried him next to my dog. And if I go to juvie for this, I'ma tell him I hate my stepdad. So tonight I'm saying bye stepdad.
Alright guys, so that was Stepdad by Eminem. That was wild. Now I don't think it's completely true. Maybe some parts of the song is true because I think we would have heard of him, heard of those things by now in some of Eminem's like biographies or something, that he murdered his stepdad at a young age. So I don't think it's true, but I think some parts are. Man, this song was wild. But either way, man, I enjoyed it and hope you guys enjoyed it as well. If you guys did, hit that like button for me and give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you guys haven't, and I will catch you guys in the next reaction video. Peace.